Hello, I'm here at Northfield Park Apartments in Bedford, Ohio, where Adams and Baylog Real Estate own this property, and bad inspections have been being passed through the court system. It's owned by George Baylog of Adams and Baylog Real Estate, and here recently, Eden Incorporation passed another bad inspection under the leadership of Dan Brady as Cuyahoga County Council President, as well as the full council members. Elaine Gimmel, the CEO, Irene Collins, the director, etc. Federal Representative Marcia Fudge has been allowing these bad things to happen to me. Here in Bedford, in Cleveland, in Shaker, and in other places. While she and Senator Sherrod Brown and their people, as well as Representative Andre Carson's office in Indiana, and the former Governor Mitch Daniels and some others, have been compromising my safety. Then the media wants to pretend like, oh, we're surprised. Oh, this is a new thing. The funding is getting cut by HUD. Well, when you lie and put people in a system who come to the system for help, and you put them in more danger and compromise our lives, then this is what you get. Your money gets cut. Because God knows how to talk to you. And if He doesn't talk to you one other way, He knows how to talk to you through your money. Been passing bad inspections for my housing for years. Eden Incorporation. I wonder how I ended up in Eden, because Elaine Gimmel told me that it's not based upon mental illness, but she wouldn't explain to me what it is based upon and on how you apply. Get this. I called on yesterday and they told me it was based upon whether you were homeless or not, and if you had chemical addiction and mental illness. Well, I had a document to support that I'm not mentally ill, and it was denied as evidence in court after I reported abuse. And got put in the mental health system for doing so, because James McCafferty, the former director of the Department of Children and Family Services under the Division of Health and Human Services, put something across the state line saying he thought I was in the mental health system after he had my baby stolen from me. Now, I live unsafely in my home, place of work, place of worship, places where I try to relax and have comfort. And here, not only due to the fact that this intercom system doesn't work, but where my place has been burglarized, vandalized, etc. My mail violated, just as it was on 88th Street when you all heard me speak before. And the mess follows me. And when I make an effort to communicate with my federal representatives in terms of my federal concerns, I'm brushed off and threatened. Then you wonder why America goes through what it goes through. I speak well of this place, and people don't speak well of me. And then Carl Monday covers this mess up, as well as the other mainstream media, the NAACP, the ACLU, and others. See, God didn't give me the spirit of fear. He gave me power, love, and a sound mind, and I don't like bullies. Neither do I like being stolen out of where I live, work, and worship, and am supposed to relax. Held against my will in places, beat up and tortured, stripped of everything, etc., etc., etc. The ACLU, NAACP, Civil Rights Commission, etc. refused to address my violations for me, of my rights being violated. And Administrative and Presiding Judge John J. Russo in the Common Pleas Court of Ohio is unfortunately in a position where he has to clean up a mess that Judge Donald C. Nugent and Judge Kathleen Ann Satula caused. I do have a voice, and I exercise it, including my voting voices and choices, which are still being violated. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not kill, which means commit murder. Thou shalt have no other idols, and don't bow yourself to them. Well, those of you who have decided to bow to Baal, your bowing days are over. Funding cut for HUD, Housing and Urban Development. Really? Eden Incorporation is not the Garden of Eden, because there's no lying in the Garden of Eden. It's set between the serpent and the woman while the man stood by and watched. Touch not God's anointed. Do his prophetess no harm. And those of you faking it like you love my parents and my children and my grandchildren, if you did, you wouldn't be doing this to me. I don't care how much you dodge my phone calls and call me when you think you need something. Northfield Park Apartments, where I've been unsafe. Haven't had a right to clean, safe housing. Once again, under your leadership, Marsha Fudge, Sherrod Brown, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Obama, the rest of you. My late cousin, George Washington, wouldn't agree to this. And Queen Elizabeth in England, which I am your relative through my dad, people aren't shocked. They're just doing what they do. This is why the states are not united in America.